Hello there. Yes, it's me, Jessica, with marketingforgreatness.com, the recovered attorney that turned herself into a forensic digital marketer. And now I help entrepreneurs and marketing teams to build brands and monetize them. Yes. Social Dilemma is the new movie that Netflix launched, and there's a lot of rage about it. Let's watch a clip of Social Dilemma, and after that, I have 7 things that I recommend you to avoid the toxicity that these channels can bring to your life so that you can build a business using social media, but also having your life back. Let's watch it.
What I want people to know is that everything they're doing online is being watched, is being tracked. Every single action you take is carefully monitored and recorded.
Facebook discovered that they were able to affect real-world behavior and emotions without ever triggering the user's awareness. They are completely clueless.
There's entire teams of engineers whose job is to use your psychology against you.
A whole generation is more anxious, more depressed.
We get rewarded by hearts, likes, thumbs up, and we conflate that with value and we conflate it with truth.
I always felt like fundamentally it was a force for good. I don't know if I feel that way anymore.
So, what do you think? I will not be shocked if your reaction is, should I delete my social media channels? Well, my question to you, and it will be, and then do what? I don't think that 10 years into social media, we should just, stop social media and then tell everybody to just go and hide. I think instead I have 7 recommendations so that now that you understand how the algorithm works, I think that there are things that you can do to fight that algorithm back, and especially to have a better mindset whenever you're using every social media channel. So let's roll with it. I'm looking forward to see your comments, and especially I'm looking forward to read from the 7 things I'm going to be sharing, what will be the number 1 thing that you are going to implement on the spot. So leave me that comment, and remember that my channel lives if you get to subscribe and like and comment. It's kind of a silly ask that YouTubers say, but I mean it and we mean it. So that's the way that you can support this content, is by liking and commenting and subscribing. So 3, 2, 1, please subscribe. First thing I wanted to do is have a reality check. Your cell phone will tell you how much time are you consuming on each of those apps. Make sure that you put boundaries. I have one example that I want to share with you. Last year, I was spending a lot of time on my email. I realized that it was giving me anxiety seeing not only the amount of emails that I had not responded, but I found myself like opening emails all the time. I deleted the app from my cell phone. Problem solved. I put boundaries on how many times per day I'm checking my emails, and there are automated responses that let my people know that I won't be able to instantly respond their emails. Some people go pissed off, but you know what? You have to do what you need to do to protect your time and your sanity. Number 2 is have a plan before you are going to connect with your people on social media. It seems that yes, we want to be there because we want to connect, but we need to understand the dangers of being exposed to that algorithm that serves no other purpose than sucking your time in. So make sure that you understand that the algorithm is going to want you to spend more time. Now, one thing that I wanted to do is be more conscious about what is the usage that you are giving to your apps. If it's there because you want to connect with people, well, I want you to truly connect with people. Understand the tools that you have. For example, if you are in Facebook and you're consuming a lot of time on Facebook, stay away from the notifications, stay away from the feeds, and then navigate groups, navigate private conversations, and that's where you truly connect. Instagram, on the other hand, will have the stories that you can connect with people. You can also send people direct messages. So make sure that you are in fact using those apps to connect, not just to get inspiration. A good formula here will be 90-10. Right now, I wanted to see how are you using the platform. If it's all for inspiration, well, that means you're just kind of getting sucked into the algorithm. Instead, flip that formula. 90% should be for connecting with people with real conversations. You should have from your social media at least 3 conversations happening offline per week. I challenge you to do that using the 90-10 and having 3 conversations offline every week from people that you met on social media. That's a true way to connect. Number 3 is I want you to edit your settings to avoid automated feeds from both Facebook and Instagram. You can mark the connections that you want to connect with, and then the Facebook or the Instagram apps are going to send you notifications from people that you truly care. The way to do it is by editing those connections and telling those platforms that you want to be connected with those people first, instead of just, going to the app, looking at the news feeds and receiving content from people that you truly don't want. That's where advertisers are, and that's actually where most of the algorithm will be working towards manipulating your psychic. Number 4, it's not just about what other people are sharing, but also what you are sharing as well. Instead of sharing things because you feel like, I want to get more likes, I want to show people where I am. If you truly want to use social media the right way, you then understand that each of your posts will be signaling the algorithm. What is your goal with that? I would say your goal should be igniting conversations, not disputes, not arguments, not toxicity, igniting smart conversations. Can you do that? Yes, you can. The best way to do it is actually planning ahead your content, which we have talked about it. In fact, I wrote a book with 156 captions that will ignite smart conversations, especially if you are a business owner. You want to have a community, but you also want not that your community is there to say, oh, you are the best, you're super amazing. No, use your community to serve as a place where people can come and generate smart conversations. That's the best way to use the platform, not getting sucked into that toxicity. Number 5, plan your session. If possible, have days of the week where you are going to dedicate more time to connect. And maybe there's days of the week that you're just going to be letting yourself go and then getting that inspiration. Personally, I do that on the weekends. I just let myself go and get some inspiration. That's why I love so much TikTok and Reels, because I can see how people can just have fun. And then it really gives me a sense of I'm not missing anything because I'm just having a great time. Number 6. If you are a business owner, there's a good chance that you spend more time on social and you have convinced yourself that your time spent on social is work. I have news for you. I run a social media company. I have clients that we manage on social, and I still manage to not be getting sucked in on spending time on social. The best way is that you should plan ahead your social media marketing. Your marketing should not be confused with your time just, navigating into the platform and wasting that time. To avoid that, you make sure that you plan your content, you schedule your content, you monitor your content. Those 3 are activities that should not take you more than 2 hours per month. Please, editor, put that more and more time. 2 hours per month. No more than that. If you're spending more than 2 hours on social media marketing your business, no, I don't believe that. I want to see what you're doing. And number 7, I want you to focus. And I'm sorry, I cannot pronounce that word too well, so I apologize if you understand something else. But what I mean is focusing on growing your business. The only way, and I will say this, and I know that I might get criticized, but the only way that you can tell if you're growing your business is that if you are generating leads. Leads are the heart of every business. I don't care about likes. I don't care about engagement. I don't care about how many followers you have. If you don't have leads from your social media, we are having a problem. So instead of just navigating into the social apps, I wanted to focus on a lead generation strategy. I have shared before one strategy that I share with my clients, and it's also in one of my books. It's called Operation 1051. If you ignite 10 conversations, just like in real life, 10 conversations every day, maybe for 5 days a week. At the end of that week, you should have those 3 conversations that I told you at the beginning that you should be having from your social media connections. Operation 1051 is a great exercise. What I want is not only that you say, oh, I want to do it, print a tracker where you can keep track of the conversations that you are having and then stick to it for a month. Right now, we actually have our planner where you can have those trackers there. And at the end of the month, you will be evaluating your activity. And again, that will take you to step number 1, which is a reality check, right? So how am I using my social media? Did I get good things about it? And I think that these 7 steps, as a matter of fact, are not going to be a one time. I think that we will take time into creating the systems and turning those systems into steps and turning those steps into habits. That's the way that we can fight back. I hope that I brought some ideas to fight the toxicity that social media can bring. And especially if you watch the documentary and you are concerned about the time that your family is spending, just have the conversation with them. Have that step number 1, which is reality check. Again, if you're here, if you like it, I would love for you to sprinkle some love and subscribe so you can get notified. We are actually producing a series on productivity, and we're talking about the new planner and all of that for you guys. So yes, thank you for watching, and see you next time.